Hey guys, so I thought I would do a very never quick video about a post that somebody put on my Facebook fan page, and that was, Stephanie, do I work out? Do I lift until I feel the burn? And do I continue to lift right after, or do I take a break and recover? And this is very interesting. So basically, do I take my muscles to where they're really burning, or to failure? How long do I rest in between sets? And he posted this on my wall. So for me, it's like basic, but for you guys out there, it's a need to know, because a lot of people get confused with this. So I want to do more video series. I'm going to Europe next week. I'm going to be doing vlogs all over. When I come back, I'm going to hit a workout series on keto. Yes! Yeah! It's time, right? I need to get out of this freaking living room and out of this apartment. It's time to change my environment so I can keep evolving here. But here we go. When you first do keto, your body, most people, like this guy that I spoke about in my last video, this video, I'm getting confused because I've done so many videos in a row, but I was speaking to a guy earlier today in one of my consultations, 48, he was on HRTs, hormone replacement therapy, and I'm like, dude, you need to get off, you need to allow your own body to heal so you can get your test levels up back on, like, so you can be spot on, because, like, I'm babbling, but yeah, you can't, if I'm a woman and I'm able to manage my reproductive hormones and build muscle, you as a man clearly can as well. So he had so many lifestyle issues that connected right to his metabolic damage. Hypothyroidism he also had. So yeah, it's more unusual to see a man with clearer signs of hypothyroidism. All of these things, guys, are manageable. All of them. And everybody else thinks you have to do take on such a big undertaking to change your life, but you really don't, because the big change in your life is not in the exterior, it's right here, or between your two ears. So things aren't as difficult as we perceive them to be. With that said, when you work out, you can't just not work out on keto. You have to learn. I always say to people, like, you got to learn how to flex the muscle, right? Flex that muscle, so you can bring blood flow to the muscle cells and to the muscle fascia. So we want the mitochondria to be, because muscles at rest burn fat and they help to break down ketones. So for those who could just think they can sit on their ass and do the ketogenic diet and expect to pop right into ketosis, and plus they have a metabolic damage because they're not working out, I get it. Some of you guys are so exhausted you can't, but you could start with small things. If you've got knee injuries, sit on a chair and do shoulder presses, right? Get some nice blood flow to the muscle. You don't have to train heavy, you just have to train. You just have to lift or do body weight. Okay. So when you work out, if you've got metabolic damage, if you're slathered in cortisol, if you've got the dip in the afternoon, if you have a hard time sleeping at night, if you're tired in the morning, if you have interrupted sleep during the middle of the night, if you're a little moody, a little cranky, and a little ADD, or a little, bipolar, then you might want to consider the fact that you've got some metabolic derangement. You have to crank it back when you do keto in the beginning, right? So you don't want to take your muscles to failure. That's a big problem, because that's lifting until the muscles fail, and then you can't do one rep more. Not good. That's going to raise your blood pressure. That's going to raise cortisol. It's the same thing with working out until you have a burn, right? You're burning. When you start keto and you've got metabolic damage, the whole thing, like no pain, no gain, that doesn't work. It's not applicable to people who are newly trying to trying to get into ketosis, because you could be doing this for a year and not get in, so you're new in that aspect of not adapting. People can take from 10 days to 6 months to adapt, and it's really up to you if you're willing to do whatever it takes, because a lot of you are not. People will they will journal their week and they'll send it into me, and like still that I'm like, we spoke about this in the consultation. You got to stop this and stop that and adopt this new behavior and adopt that behavior. So when you work out, yes, you've got to put yourself more in a calm state. And I know that sounds very weird because when you're lifting, you don't want to be calm. But when the veins start popping out of your neck and you're shaking and you get your blood pressure too high, that's not working. So just do nice lift, right? That row motion, and really contract that muscle. I don't have to lift heavy to get blood flow to the muscle, as you can see. And of course, the pump, the water, volume, everything, the pump, the muscles come back if you stick with keto. Rest. So the guy's asking, do you recover? You recover. How long? Really is indicative of how healthy you are. If you are healthier, you're going to rest less. So it depends. If you're feeling like your blood pressure is up, give yourself a minute break. Give yourself 30 seconds in between your sets. So in the beginning, by using a glucometer, please test your glucose fasted and your ketones. You can, and do not work out in the evening if you can avoid that. I know some of you guys have crazy jobs, but I'd rather have you work out on the weekend or early in the morning for just 10 to 15 minutes rather than going after work at 6 p.m. because you're not going to adapt. I've seen it over and over and over again where people have a hard time and are struggling to highly keto adapt when they work out at 6. But the point of this video is just to talk about, yes, the guy asked, do you need to recover? And I'm like, yeah, kind of big time. Kind of like even a HIIT training. HIIT training is like 30 seconds on, full out, boom, and then you want to take a minute and a half to up to 2-minute recovery. For those who have metabolic damage, which most of you do, no HIIT training. Just do a complete elimination of anything that could stress the body and get into ketosis and get to sleep and learn how to detoxify and learn how to unwind and to create new synapses and a new personality. And then when you want to really train heavy and train hard, you can. If you have to fast, like I did in Asia for 20 hours, then I wasn't catabolic. Then I wasn't hungry. My body was totally using ketones. But I had to put my body in a parasympathetic state, which is this nice state of balance by getting my ass to bed on time and wearing the blue blockers and chilling out, not arguing with people and changing my thinking, to be able to go on a trip for nearly a month, come back and hit the gym hard and have no soreness whatsoever because I'm not catabolic while in ketosis. Okay, guys! Yeah! That's it. I just want to do a quick video because somebody posted about, do you recover between sets, muscle groups while you're working out as you're trying to keto adapt? And that is a very much so, please. Yes, it is very much so. You want to do that. It's not forever. It's for right now until you finally are in ketosis. Okay, guys, so if you want to learn more, you can go to stephanieperson.com, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, which I really love to hang out there because I feel like I'm interacting more with people and I'm posting great information, and it's not about food porn. All that like cooking and all that stuff, that will come later. I just want to make sure that you guys have the science, and I think I'm getting kind of full circle with all the information. Yeah! Okay, or you can go to my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, and I need to post there more because I'm just so busy. That's it. I'm so stoked. It's the afternoon, and I am going to enjoy the rest of my evening. Peace out, guys.